This video will look at how to create a ticket inside the Helpdesk system. So firstly we go to Helpdesk and then Console, and then to create a ticket we select a company name from the drop down box. So the first thing we fill out here is a name for the ticket, and then we select a ticket type. So the ticket type can affect how a technician is assigned to the job. It can have a different SLA, and it can also have different billing rates associated with it. We then select a priority. We can set whether this job should be billable or not, and depending on whether that's ticked or not, an invoice will or won't be generated for any time journal entries that are added to this job. We then have the option to set an ETA for completion of the job. So this is a little bit different to an SLA in that the technician is not held accountable for meeting that deadline. There's no notifications that are sent off, and there's no actions that are triggered inside the workflow based around this ETA. It's really just to be used as a bit of a guideline for completion of the job. And the reason why it's disabled in this instance is because there is an SLA associated with this ticket type, and therefore manually entering an ETA would not be applicable. Setting the is private flag will stop emails going off to any customers on the ticket, and they also won't see the ticket inside their console or their search page. We can also set a parent-child relationship between tickets, so we have the option to set a parent, or inversely to that we can set a child for this ticket. We can then select one or more customers from the company to be allocated to the ticket, and this list of users will receive notifications about the progress of the job, and they also have some basic functions that they complete inside the ticket. By selecting the watch ticket flag, this will add the ticket to your console regardless of whether you're a senior tech or whether you're a technician associated with the job or not. And then the assign to myself flag would just automatically allocate the job to yourself as a technician. This may be disabled depending on the assignment type of the ticket type. Scrolling down the page, we then see any custom parameters that have been set up for this ticket type. So you can modify the list of parameters from the ticket type interface, and there is a separate video which covers this. So in this instance, there's a text field that is required, and there's also a checkbox that has to be ticked because it's required. And then lastly, we can add a description to the job. So the ticket's now been created. We can see all the details that we populated in. We can see that there is an SLA of 2 days, how much time is remaining, and we can also manage the job through the workflow system here.